Hey, it's your boy. So I came up with a banger series idea while I'm kind of waiting for Mortal Kombat to come out, and also since I'm not really enjoying Overwatch, I thought it would be a fun idea though. Now that it's been kind of a year since Overwatch 2 released, to go back and look at some old Overwatch 2 takes that a lot of content creators had before we had access to the game, because I distinctly remembered being shamed quite often, and whether it was Twitch chats, YouTube videos, all the Overwatch community in general. If you were not super excited about everything, you were getting shamed, and I remember that, and I'm not forgiving that shit. I want to get back in blood, as they say. I want my revenge. And in all seriousness, I don't go out and like harass the people I'm making these on. They're clearly fans of the game, and we're just excited by things that devs promise that just happen to not come true. And as you'll see in this video, I do love pretty much all the Overwatch content creators. They're the only reason this game is still how it is, to be honest with you. Without them, this game would have died significantly long ago. However, these takes aged so horribly, and I just have to talk about it because some of these takes, bro, they were so bad. Specifically, this one is like one of my least favorite takes, so I figured we should start off with that first. That's about it. Enjoy the video, please. Alright, well, I'm in the process of editing a video that's taken a bit of time to edit, but I came up with a genius idea during that. But I wasn't playing Tarkov, and it is to react to some old, I know it's kind of petty, but some old takes from Overwatch content creators about Overwatch 2 when it comes out. So you're going to notice this is one of the only videos I've ever disliked in my entire life, and 17,000 other people have. And it's because of its title, which is Overwatch 2 has the best battle pass in gaming. Which, when it came out, this video, I'll tell you right now, it literally, I don't know, here, we'll record a whole reaction, let's see. But your Overwatch, I'm subscribed to him. I like his stuff sometimes. He's a little biased towards Blizzard a lot, but he still like posts news, and I like to get, personally, something I was taught as a kid was you should always get your news source from like 3 different news sources and see what pretty much a bunch of other people have to say about it, and like their personal bias, and you can kind of like merge it all together and get your own opinion on it. Also, one of the only videos I've ever commented on that isn't a positive comment. This is me explaining my point, and I'll explain it up here, I'm sure, soon enough. So,
I wish that Aaron Keller could get on a dev update and look you in the eye and say, we want to have the best battle pass in all of gaming.
They can absolutely say that, by the way. There's nothing stopping them from saying that. I know that's not necessarily what he's saying, but just right off rip, there's literally nothing stopping them. That Blizzard does say that a lot. They'll say like, we want to have the best competitive system in gaming.
Brand, maybe Riot would talk like that. But part of the reason I'm so excited for Overwatch 2 is that I think they're changing the expectation.
This is the only point I think you can make to say that Overwatch's battle pass is any better than any other battle pass. The mythics are really, really good. However, they are very much so falling off. Like, let's be honest. You play this game, you know the mythics are falling off. This first Cyber Genji, like one Cyber Demon Genji, whatever it's called, phenomenal. Immediately after that, it's just fallen off hard. There's been some good ones, like the Sigma Galactic Emperor or whatever, but other than that, it's been pretty shit, the mythics, honestly. Like, this season's mythic, the Ana one, I think it is absolutely trash. I think, alright, upon recording this video, well, editing this video, I actually have finally gotten the Ana skin in game, and I will say, I don't fully take back what I said, but I will say that I actually do like the voice design and voice work they seem to have done with this skin compared to some of the other ones. It's got some cool lore and some kind of cool lines. I still think the design is significantly, it's probably my second least favorite, only behind the Junker Queen one, and then the Tracer one is close behind it in terms of quality. But I had to correct myself there, it's not that bad. Probably the worst one yet. It has very little customization. The only cool part is her voice line's changed a little bit, and she has like a voice mod on it for her whenever Ana talks in game, and it's kind of cool. But the actual skin itself is super like bad. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you can't customize it enough for it to be good because it's just a robot version of Ana, but you can't like change the face plate. Here, let me pull up a picture. Ana mythic. And also the fact that this is the character they went for it is still really frustrating to me, because I think this is one of the worst like ideas. It's Ana if she was like a sniper, so she looks like this, and this is a decent skin. And then but then you get this hood, but you can only take the hood with that face and the armor. You can't have like this face with the hood on, which would be what I would want. I think that would look cool. And then there's like some different colors, like yeah, there's orange, red, and then you can have like a version of her where she's got like wires coming out of her hair. And it's supposed to look like Ana's like real hair. But I genuinely, I think, look at this. This should barely even count as a mythic skin. You can change the gun, which barely changes, by the way. You can change the armor, which changes in major ways, but you can't change different parts of it like you would have been able to. In the past, you would have been able to change the head and then the like rest of the body. You can't do that anymore. And now you're just, oh fuck, sorry, I just took a key off of my keyboard. Where the fuck? Oh yeah, there's a comparison. Like it's just not as good as it could have been. Like I know a lot of people probably disagree, and it might just be because I'm not the biggest Ana fan, really, honestly. I don't really play Ana that much, but I just feel this is so much worse than the previous ones, except for maybe the Tracer one, which I also didn't like. Let's just go back into it.
Of what's included.
Because like, look at this. This does look very good
in a battle pass. It is most.
And his face mask opens during his ult. Like that's fucking awesome. There's so much detail and cool shit for the skin that makes it so good. And I thought that was gonna be like all the mythics, but it's genuinely, I feel like they only do this for the ones that they really, really care about. So like the Sigma one got a really cool stuff for it. And the other ones do have detail, but there's nowhere near the level of this Genji one.
It's definitely not an annoying slog filled with useless content that you wouldn't want to be looking at anyway.
Oh, okay, and I also want to say, don't like go out and hate on your Overwatch. Like I said, I like his stuff, honestly. And I'm going to talk about a lot of different people in this video. But I just remember all the communities I was in, all the people who I follow for Overwatch. I would comment and I'm like, man, this doesn't look good, and they would defend it. They would defend it like crazy, and all I'm saying is they're crazy. So they said stuff that you would actually want, right? Let's look at all these rewards. Fine, XP boost, whatever, decent. I actually really do like this skin. Fine. I don't like the skin, but it's fine. That's fine. This is actually a really good skin. I don't know, like, why this... okay, I don't want to say I don't know why it wasn't in the shop, but I don't. Like, it's an actually really unique and good skin. Now, this is the opposite. I don't think this is unique or good. This is the same thing. Not unique or good. So this is where it starts to get kind of bad. Highlight intros? I don't care about this one, because I just don't like Symmetra. This one, I think McCree already has... or, sorry, Cassidy already has enough... good highlight intro, so I don't really care about this either. And this is fine. That's like really, really just fine. Emote, this is actually good. I think they need to do this for a lot more character. I'm actually gonna whip this right now. But they need to do like pet emotes for every single character. I think that's a good idea, because this is a cool one, and I think a lot of them would be cool. Like, what is this? What am I looking at? I understand it's silly, but like, why? The walk emotes are just fine, honestly. They're nothing. Reaper is the only one who I think has actually gotten a pretty cool walk emote. And, oh, okay, I guess Drunker Queen as well, to be fair. But I think that might just be because I don't have any other really emotes. Now, this is where it gets bad. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. That one's pretty cool. I won't lie. That one is pretty cool. That one's fine. Nah. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Actually, that one's kind of cool. Never mind. But these don't care at all. And you notice there's 5 of those. These also don't care at all. I already have the one that I want. And same with these. I already have everything I could possibly want when it comes to player icons. I don't need more. And then these... only are cool for the characters that you like. And there's a lot of these, and sprays, they're really just fine. Like, I like the Overwatch art team, and I actually think the sprays are really underrated for a lot of characters because they're like actually pretty damn cool. However, they're nothing really. So he thinks that is all stuff that you should really like. And let me tell you, this is significantly better than the previous battle passes. And when I say significantly, I mean significantly. Like, look at this. Actual garbage. There's no reason for this to be in the battle pass. Nobody wants any of this. No one's going to use any of that. So we can reflect on it.
The past knowing slog filled with useless content that you wouldn't want to be looking at anyway. The past.
Yeah, actually, here, we'll do the last page. This should be like the goated stuff. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Maybe if you really like space. Don't care. Don't care because you don't play Sojourn. Decent. Don't care. Cool. Cool. Like, it is full of shit. Unless you literally like every single character in this game and you play it enough to like actually use all of those items, you're gonna think a lot of this is shit.
With chase items that you are undoubtedly going to feel that the asking price is incredibly fair. That we're all
agreed. I actually will say I agree with him here. The asking price is totally fine for the battle pass. The actual shop, it's bad, but for the battle pass, it's fine. Like, it's really just fine.
You're gonna just want to get it, I feel, if you're a dedicated fan. For $10, I think they could charge for just the hero. For $10, I think they could charge just for the mythic Genji skin.
And this is why, this is when I saw this video, and initially I was like, oh my. I was like, wait, this guy is crazy. Like, I think he's living in a world disconnected a lot to the more casual side, which makes sense. I'm not necessarily blaming him because, of course, if you're a player who plays this game for their living, you're obviously not going to be talking or running into a lot of players who aren't doing that, unless it's like, you know, someone from in your real life. And if you are talking to those people, they probably aren't playing Overwatch, if we're being honest.
For $10, 5 legendary skins. Oh, you see where I'm going with this? For 10.
Agreed. $10 for 5 legendary skins is actually a fine price. I actually think that's more than good. But it really depends on like the legendary skin quality, because like I think the first season, literally the only reason to get it was because of the Cyber Genji.
Bucks of the battle pass.
And the skin, actually. I like the
get
skin
all
somewhat.
these things. And going through the battle pass, playing it at the Creator Summit, I was shocked as I paged through that there on each page was something I was really excited to go get. And other.
Let's see if that's true for me. Ilari, I guess. But otherwise, oh, and this Reaper emote. But I wouldn't say I'm really excited for either of those. Just like, alright, I kind of want it. Nothing here. I like this, but other than that, no. I don't like anything on here. I actually hate this Symmetra skin. I think it's really bad. Well, not really bad. I just think it's really, like, something about it is off. I think it's just the way. It's like almost too angular, I guess. I like the colors, though. This skin, for sure. Don't care about any of this. Let me scroll, game. Don't really care about any of this. Whatever. This is like the mythic, so I'll put it. Oh, and I guess the Widow emote. But, like you saw, that's literally, that is one thing. Or that's like half the pages
things
have
that I'm
one
interested
thing that I
to
like.
collect overall. I feel like people forgot that Overwatch has the best art team in gaming, the best cosmetics, the best heroes. So whether you
I do agree with that. I think they actually are the best art team, but the thing is, I think they are only good when they're working on stuff that they want. Like, I think when they work on, like, this Roadhog skin, for example, whoever made this, it is so clearly like a, I don't want to call it a labor of love or anything, but this is so clearly a skin that they really wanted to make, and they made it look really, really good. But then you get other skins like, I don't know, like this, which it looks good, but I don't think it looks anything special. Same with this. And this especially, purples are horrible in this game. But like, even if we just go through, also this is the other thing, I don't understand why fucking Farah has gotten 3 skins. Like, this looks ass, I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks way too generic. This looks like the same problem with the symmetric skin, where it's just something about it is off. I think it's just too angular, maybe. And then the Hades skin, I think it's just a poor choice for a character. Whatever, I'm not gonna trash the art team too much.
If you play a few heroes or a lot of them, you're gonna be emotionally invested to try to unlock things for your characters. And the feedback loop.
But that's not I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's bad, because if you don't like the character that you're playing actively, you're not gonna like this.
Playing the game to do that, whether you're...
Like, for me, there's no reason for me to finish my battle pass this season. I just enjoyed playing the game, is maybe exaggerating, but I liked turning off my brain and just memeing around
on the free or premium track.
Or else I wouldn't have finished battle pass like I haven't for the past 2.
The best stuff or good stuff, I don't see it as manipulation like some people do. I see it as incentivizing those who actually want to play the game, as opposed to the Overwatch 1 business model, which only wanted to get them into the door and didn't really care if they continued to play or not. Overwatch 1 was designed to try to be easy and inviting to those who didn't really want to play it, whereas Overwatch 2 is built around fans of the game.
Which I still think, I said it in the comment below, you can have, where is it? Also take of this game is for the hardcore players and not the good player, not new players. Being a good thing is not a good one. This game should be for both people trying the game out for the first time and hardcore fans, because you don't just have to have one or the other.
And if you only want to passingly play and not really invest, well, you're invited to enjoy it, but we don't have to really listen to your opinion, okay?
And that's one of the worst takes I've ever heard, still to this day. That is horrible. Bro, you shouldn't, even the people who play fucking 1 hour a day should have an opinion on the game. They absolutely should be heard. Even if it is less so, they should absolutely be heard. Because let's be honest, that's most of the people. And I said it in that comment down there, I have friends who work full-time jobs. They can't afford to play this game for more than like 1 hour every 2 days or whatever. And it's crazy to me that people that this take he just said this. Like, that is fucking wild. That is an out of touch take, like a very out of touch take.
And this should make any diehard fan just ecstatic.
No, it shouldn't, because any diehard fan played Overwatch 1 and was like, damn, okay, so now I have to pay for everything, which sucks.
And believe
but I get it.
Me when I say I've seen enough to know that Blizzard is leaning hard towards those incentives. This is the incentive structure hardcore players should want. All right, that's the overview. I want to tackle the most controversial change first. While new heroes Junker Queen and Sojourn are going to be available for everyone, to get Kiriko, you're going to either need Overwatch 1 or what they're calling the Founders Pack, which is also combined with the Watchpoint Pack, which is a skins and coins bundle. So if you're a new player, you'll want to get that.
I don't remember if he defends this. If he does, terrible take, because that is just a bad thing. Like, you didn't need to put the fucking heroes in the battle pass, and if you do, that is a sign that your battle pass was weak. If you need to put actual gameplay elements behind a battle pass, that is a sign that you're not confident in that people like your battle pass otherwise, which I think is true. If the heroes weren't in these battle passes, I don't think nearly as many people would be buying them. Unless their character, like, of course, if your character gets like a mythic, you're probably gonna buy it. That's just how it is.
In the blog post, they explained that Overwatch 2 is going away with hard counters. I think this is something that they succeeded at, and while
Did you just hear that? Not the alarms. I should probably close Overwatch. You hear that take though? Absolutely wild, bro. They're removing hard counters and he thinks they succeeded.
Execution and far less about rock, paper, scissors. You wouldn't really want your teammate to swap to a character that they don't really understand. In Overwatch 1, you could make an argument that if BAP or Brig or something like that was overpowered, please just pick the OP aura area of effect character that saves the day for us. And in the blog post, they compare to something like McCree stunning Tracer. But I think a better example would have been picking a character like Brig in the height of Goat's era, where almost no amount of Tracer skill would counter Brig. That type of example is not one that will be replicated in Overwatch 2's design. It's a different game. I may not
Aged like milk, bro. Aged like milk set out in the sun. And you know what? Fuck you. I called this shit way at the beginning. I know I look insane. It's because I'm aged absolutely horrendously, by the way. Once again, you can't really blame them for some of this. Like, that balance stuff, everyone, well, okay. Everyone except for, like, me, people on the outside. I think every, like, content creator, they kind of let themselves get hyped up. But, like, when I saw this, when it was first said, I remember I made a whole video, like, you can't just get rid of hard counters in this game. That will literally always be a thing, because if it's not, how are characters like Pharah ever gonna work? And I was so right. I just had to say that.
Convince you on that point. Players still have it stuck in their minds that Overwatch is a game about counterpicking, even though we know that that is a subset of players that are even interested in counterpicking, and even a subset among them that probably even should. Just because you pick a counterpick, unless it's easy to play, which it won't be in Overwatch 2, it doesn't solve the problem for you. So I need you to, like, get over.
Fine with S tier. The reason why I have Orisa in S tier is because Orisa is being played everywhere right now.
Over that concept in Overwatch, probably even should. Just because you pick a counterpick, unless it's easy to play, which it won't be in Overwatch 2, it doesn't solve the problem for you. So I need you to, like, get over that concept.
Terrible take. Absolutely horrendous. Aged like even worse than milk. That take is horrible.
You still can freely swap in Overwatch 2, but we're not playing RPG Team Comp Builder anymore.
Oh, man. Awesome.
Now, with the Premium Battle Pass, you'll unlock the new hero immediately, but if you're going on the free track, you'll unlock them at tier 55, which admittedly sounds like forever away. That's something like 2/3 of the way through the Battle Pass. So,
you know what's crazy? Is they literally, like, a season after that, no one was getting the hero, so they moved it down to, like, it's like 25 or something now. That was way too high.
a competitive disadvantage, yes. Is it a sizable one that is going to make the game toxic to play? I do not believe.
Yes. I can tell you, yes. As someone who didn't play very much of the past 2 seasons and doesn't have Lifeweaver, in the metal ranks on support, which I'll be completely honest, I don't play very much support, but if you don't have a character that someone deems like a very needed character, they will be toxic. And that happened to me, that happened to my friends who just started playing when the game first came out. It's terrible. Terrible for competitive balance. Makes no sense. Don't know why they did it.
In the slightest. In fact, I will be happy less people playing Kiriko and Junker Queen. So much so, I wish they would make Junker Queen in the Battle Pass too.
And this is why I think this video is so disliked, is because he seems like so happy about all these things that are coming out that are bad. Let's be honest, they're bad.
Trust me when I say you don't want.
And he's constantly trashing on like people in his games and people in the Overwatch community that just simply don't have as much time as him or whatever. This video was seriously, I think this is one of the worst videos he ever put out there, which like I said, I like the guy, but this video is horrible. I will say I commend him for keeping it up, because this had some terrible response. Look, from a competitive point of view, you might want to get the premium battle pass anyway to maximize your tools to win the game. Competitive point of view, get the battle pass to win the game. Best of luck to you, yo.
Your newbie teammates playing these hard skill ceiling heroes.
I will say Junker Queen actually is kind of hard sometimes. But Kiriko is not hard. Don't ever say that again in my face. Literally, ever since launch, she wasn't hard. like, even when I picked her up, I was like, damn, okay, this is pretty easy. There's high skill ceiling to her, but is she a hard character? Absolutely fucking not. You can just teleport around and throw Suzu a bunch, and you'll probably get more value than like 90% of the other supports.
Okay, it's not gonna help you win the game. The way you help you win the game is you pick heroes you know how to play and play better. That's what Overwatch 2
No.
is like. From a
Absolutely not. Aged like milk. Absolutely horrible. I haven't been able to play Reinhardt in like 3 seasons because he's just been absolutely shit.
competitive point of view, you might want to get the premium battle pass anyway, just to maximize your tools to win the game.
Pay to win.
But keep in mind that new heroes are locked out from competitive for 2 weeks. This will allow free players to maybe unlock them.
No fucking chance. Literally no chance does that happen. Absolutely fucking not. I won't lie. That's crazy. I know he didn't know for sure, but that's crazy even to insinuate that. If you played the beta, you should have known. XP was so much worse before too. Now it's better, but still bad.
I doubt you're getting through that far in the battle pass in 2 weeks. We're gonna have to see how that's tuned. But more importantly, the tuning of the character maybe can be tuned back before it gets dropped into competitive. Another thing you might be curious about is Comp 2.0 changes. What are the barriers of entry to get into competitive, for example? I'm really blown away and impressed by the levels that they have gone to make sure that Overwatch isn't compromised as a game while still having a monetization model that funds further development.
Which isn't hard. It just isn't. Let's be honest, guys. And that's oh fuck. That's why this video has stuck with me for so long, is because he says shit like this. And it's like, bro, the Overwatch team literally just took the fucking item shop from Fortnite and made it worse somehow. I don't understand how the fuck they did that, but they took the item shop from Fortnite and made it worse. This is not innovative, and it's not even good. It's bad.
As a game, while still...
And yes, they didn't compromise their game or whatever, but they fucking did kind of, because now it took like 3 seasons for you to even be able to get any rewards that aren't just battle pass shit for free. There was literally no progression system, and the progression system that is out right now, a lot of people enjoy, but I don't.
Points. And I know as players, we're still stuck in that Overwatch 1 mentality where we're like, well, yeah, but what if my teammate needs to swap to the thing that the meta requires? And you just got to understand that you don't want them to. In Overwatch 2, you don't want your teammate to play heroes they haven't mastered yet. And especially with a brand new player base that's going to be coming with free to play, I actually think it's a good thing to wean these players in. Like, imagine someone just getting into Overwatch for the first time, seeing 35 heroes available all at once. It's like, how long does it take to learn one hero, much less all?
I think it's coming down.
All of them. The way they're going about it is quite intelligent, in my opinion. They gotta fold that new player base into the diehards like you and me. They got a lot of learning to do. Okay.
Calling it pretty intelligent is kind of insane, to be honest. That they literally are just, you know, like putting characters behind a paywall and then having a 2-week break before they go to competitive so that they're not completely busted. That's not that crazy.
Okay, and keep in mind as well, a lot of these rules and gates apply to competitive and quick play, whereas if you go play mystery heroes, for example, maybe you'll just randomly roll the new hero. And for a casual player with 0 investment, that's amazing. It's this kind of...
No, no, it's fine, but it's definitely not amazing. It's fine that you can get the... You have to go grind for the new characters, but it's also worse than, you know, just getting the new characters.
Model that really services the most hardcore and the least hardcore really well.
I would say it just services the hardcore and the least hardcore. It doesn't... I don't know what he means by services the hardcore. The fucking hardcore players are literally just getting it in the battle pass for free. Like that... That's not exactly servicing them. They just get to play the character like 2 weeks early, essentially.
You might be upset if you want to have everything and not play much or pay at all. But to those players, I say, why do you expect infinite things for nothing?
Which you don't. You should expect all the characters, you know, the gameplay elements of the game, you know, to be free. Like... you should expect gameplay things to pretty much, like updates to gameplay, pretty much always be free. Pretty much all games do that. Like there's definitely games that have heroes that add new heroes that cost money. But Overwatch, but they also usually have like some sort of way that you can make every character viable. Overwatch is not like that. It will literally never be like that. And it sucks.
Overwatch is a hard game, so I kind of like that you have to put some time in before you get everything.
That's whatever.
Or at least fund the future development of all the amazing things down the line that we're getting.
Otherwise, it's just cosmetics. Limited time modes, cosmetics, cosmetics. New tank hero, true. Literally all cosmetics, cosmetics, cosmetics. Season 2, so that's season 2. Now we move on to season 3, which we've got here. And in season 3 we get don't mind me, I'm editing the video. Amaterasu Kiriko, true, but it's cosmetic, so I don't care. Map, good. In-game credits, I'll count that because that's cool, I guess. Dating sim, that's fine. Limited time event, doesn't matter. World Cup, doesn't matter unless you're really into the competitive stuff. One Punch Man, I like, but it is just cosmetic. More cosmetic. 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 And that's all that we got for the season 3 roadmap. Now let me download season 4 really quick. Don't save. So for season 4, we got Life Weaver. Good. Bob and Weave. Game mode, technically yes. Everything else, bad. Star Watch. That was actually bad. This one, I'm crossing it out a lot. I know the devs worked hard on it, but this was bad. They should not have done that one. Metro Challenge, worthless. Cosmetic, 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 and then new map, kind of, sort of. So I'm not I'm not gonna say it's not technically true, but it's not true. Where I remember making a whole video about this because it was so disappointing. So we got Quest Watch, which was just an event, not cool. Mischief Magic, a game mode, it was fine. Cinematic Reel means nothing. Summer Games means nothing. 5v5 mini comp season means nothing to most people. On Fire Returns is kind of bad, but it is there. Workshop Creator Mode, I don't even remember what that was. Story missions, I'm not counting this. This was terrible. This is absolutely awful. New support hero, that's fine. Flashpoint, fine. Hero Mastery, fine. Firing range update, true. Play progression, also true. Overwatch Anniversary,
Or at least fund the future development of all the amazing things down the line that we're getting.
All that stuff that we were promised kind of was worthless. I really want to hear his reaction to that one. That one's bad. What the fuck? What amazing things have we gotten? We've gotten 6 new battle passes, like 2 maps, like 4 characters that are all fine, and a really shitty PvE, and then like a speedrun mode. In the past year, that's all we've gotten.
So I like it. All right, now that's sort of the controversial section. If you are a player that is boundly determined to not pay a cent in Overwatch 2, the system they have for you to work towards currency, and I mean, we all will work towards them in this way, but it's quite interesting with the weekly challenge.
This is still, no one talks about this, but this is one of the worst challenge systems I have ever seen. I don't know why the fuck they ever thought challenges would work in this game. I don't know how else you were gonna have people leveling up, but challenges just don't work in this game because, like, especially for this shit to like get the actual currency. Like, if we look at this, even just here, it makes you play 20 games in unranked or competitive play, 10 game win, and these are win games. It's changed now to essentially be like 1.5 times or 2.5 times the wins, but you can also lose that. You can lose those games, but if you win, you get double credit essentially. But it makes you play arcade mode. It makes you play every role when no one wants to fucking do that. When you hop into Overwatch, you have something you want to do, and it is not just playing random fucking modes. Like, I don't know how they could have done it, but they needed to make it so every challenge could be done by every single character. I don't know how the fuck. Well, the way to do it would have just been like the win 10 games one just goes over and over, and it just keeps getting higher, the like win count or the game count. Because like right now, I think there's one that you either need to play like the options. You can skip one of these. You can either skip playing competitive, or you can skip playing arcade for that week to finish it. And that is such bullshit. I don't want to play fucking arcade. I also don't want to play competitive in your broken ass competitive system. Nobody wants to fucking do that. I don't know why the fuck these challenges are so horrible. I'm gonna make a whole video talking about it. It's such a shit ass system.
Which then, after doing enough challenges, results in the new Overwatch currency.
So, by the way, I would say these challenges on average, I would say take, for an average player, probably 4 to 5 hours a week. And you want to know what you're getting for 4 to 5 hours? You're getting 60 cents. Awesome.
Keep in mind, this is not your old...
Imagine if you worked 5 hours and they paid you 60 cents. You would literally spit in someone's face. Like that is shit. That is some shit ass pay.
Over player, and you don't even play support. Well, you could play season 1 entirely free, save up your currency from the challenges, and buy a premium battle pass to get instant access to the new hero and all of the awesome cosmetics and whatever mythic skin they have next time. Holy cow, is that a lot of free value. Now,
and then you compare that to Fortnite. You play, I think, 3 seasons and you get enough currency to buy the next battle pass completely for free. And then after you buy that one battle pass, you get it for the rest of your time. And you know what the other crazy part about Fortnite is? It doesn't have any gameplay elements locked behind it. It's literally just skins.
now, Blizzard isn't being entirely charitable with this system because, of course, there's going to be a cash shop. This is information that they have not divulged in detail. I do not know the price points of the cash shop. There will be featured cosmetic items every week, all from a given theme for the season. So, for example, season 1 has a cyberpunk theme, and at least one of these, maybe more, but the Kariko one is definitely in the premium battle pass as well. And then on top of that, there will be a just for you curated section, which will have an algorithm based on your player data and some rotating bundles. That, of course,
which absolutely sucks, by the way. That algorithm is awful. I literally constantly just get this like I just get Ash skins over and over, and I don't play Ash.
Taps into some FOMO elements. So something we have to get over in Overwatch 2 is like, if you want everything, you're gonna have to pay a lot. But it's not really intended that you have to do that in order to enjoy the game. It's just if you want to be really flexing on them out there. But to be honest, if you only
or if you just like cosmetics,
play one role like most players do with a bit of monetary investment, I think you're going to get a ton of sick stuff for your chosen class.
Oh, there we go. Oh wait, no, this is
blog post, they also say that there's going to be an update to Junkenstein for the Halloween event. Junkenstein's Revenge, Wrath of the
You know what's crazy is that event was probably better than the PV, all 3 of the missions. And that's insane.
Bride, and the new generally every alternate season, and they've been working on new game modes, one of which we will be getting in 2023. And they say core game mode, so not like a gimmicky one, but one that's intended to be quick play and competitive. And then, oh yeah, the whole PvE thing is properly kicking off in 2023.
Man, that aged poorly
as well. So we're turning the corner of 2022 and leaving the content drought in the rear view mirror, ladies and
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Gentlemen, can you believe it's just a few weeks until we finally get to play Overwatch 2? I can't wait, and if you...
Alright, that's enough for that one. So, you know, that's pretty bad. Watching that back, that was a lot worse than I remembered, actually. Holy shit, that was horrible. I want to see Overwatch 2. Does he have any more videos about it, actually, before I move on? Actually, I think I already have it open in another tab. Hold on. I do.